Now, facing pressure from both his own MPs and our allies in Washington, Boris Johnson today insisted he would do nothing that would jeopardize Britain's security by doing a deal with China's Huawei tech giant. Speaking ahead of the decision expected tomorrow, the PM appeared to suggest he would ignore calls to rule out a role for the technology company in the rollout of 5G infrastructure, a move likely to anger the US just as Britain prepares to start negotiating a post-Brexit trade deal and just as the US Secretary of State is expected in London.
This is the future of super-fast 5G as sold by Huawei. 100 times faster internet speeds than the 4G we use right now. Not only allowing HD films to be downloaded in seconds, but driverless cars and health devices doctors can monitor from anywhere in the world. It is a technological revolution. The question is, can we trust Huawei to help build it?
So what's the answer?
His answer today sounded like yes.
There's no reason why we shouldn't have technological progress here in the UK, allow consumers, businesses in the UK to have access to fantastic technology, fantastic communications, but also protect our security interests and protect our key partnerships with other security powers around the world.
But that is not how the United States sees it. President Trump has blacklisted the Chinese technology giant, and the White House has heavily lobbied the UK to do the same, over fears the Chinese state will use Huawei's equipment to spy on British citizens and access UK intelligence, a fear shared by government ministers and MPs.
There are alternatives, so this is a risk we don't need to take. And so why would you nest a dragon in our critical national infrastructure? This is not a technical question. This is a fundamentally political question. Who do we side with? Who do we partner with? Where are our friends and allies in this changing world? And who do we trust, not just today, but in the 10, 15, 20 years to come?
Huawei already has 5G masts dotted around the country. This one in central London is used by O2. It is the biggest and the cheapest provider of this kind of equipment. Banning it will not only be incredibly expensive to remove and replace, but would likely slow down the rollout of 5G by several years. Huawei has long insisted it's a private company that does not take orders from the Chinese government. While it's understood the UK security services have assured the government here they can manage and contain any risks to national security.
Crucially, they are here, they're available, and their kit is designed for the UK market, and not to use it, I think, would put our 5G rollout back substantially. And I don't think that's appropriate when the security centre itself says that the risk can be managed, and has been successfully for the last 10 years.
The biggest decision he's made since being handed power is expected tomorrow, after today's hint at a potential compromise that could see Huawei play a more limited role, but one that could still set him on a collision course with his closest allies. Daniel Hewitt, News at 10.